Welcome back. So today for our practice, we're going to get started with a little toga. So we'll be doing a little warm up for our feet, and as we do that, I'll explain what we'll be doing today. So I like to start with just one leg extended, bring the other leg into my lap, and we start just with a gentle massage of the feet. So starting to open up all of the muscles and the connective tissue in your feet. Finding any kind of self-massage here that feels good, and really getting into all of the parts of your feet. So the toes, the little spaces between your toes, especially if you're feeling the allergies this year, those are some good places to get into your sinus. You can get in around your big toe mound. One foot supports your parathyroid, the other your thyroid, so you can get in there and do a little thyroid stimulation. In the arch, you've got your elimination organs that correspond to the bottom of your feet, and give those heels a little squeeze. So from here, we'll just start to pull the toes toward us and then let the foot flex, toes away. Just a few times here like this, and really thanking your strong supportive feet as we move through this toga sequence, giving them a little loving appreciation and touch. Then from here, we're gonna wind our fingers in between our toes, so you can kind of wiggle them in there, and then give your foot a little rotation here. Go the other way, thanking your foot, thanking your mobile ankle joint for all that it does, and then just switching feet. So you can bring your other foot into rest and just start to find that gentle massage. So today, a sequence written really with one of my favorite aunts in mind. She suffered a little shoulder injury and is working on PT, and right now can't put any weight in her shoulder and can't lift her arm up. So this is a sequence really designed to be mostly hands-free, no weight in our hands, and I won't be cueing any lifting of our arms overhead, though if you're practicing and that's something that feels good in your body, you can always add it in. But if you are working with maybe some shoulder mobility, or if you've been doing yoga for 19 days in a row, it could be that your arms are tired from lifting up. So today we'll find some expansion without that overhead reach of our arms. You can start to pull your toes toward you and then flex the foot toes away. And just taking that a few times. We will have a couple legs up opportunities, so if you have a wall, that might be nice. If you're like me and have trouble finding an empty wall for legs up, we'll have the version with the strap, or you can always just take it legs up on a block or legs up unassisted, just using your own body to hold your legs up. Let's start to wind our fingers in between our toes, and then start that gentle rotation of the ankle. You can start to reverse those circles, and then start to spread your toes, wiggle your fingers out from here, just leaning back on your hands, kind of a conductor conducting an orchestra. We're going to flex our toes, we'll point our toes, we'll take them out, and we'll take them in. Flex, point, out, in. 3 more. Flex, point, out, in. Flex, point, out, in. I think that was 3. Let's do one more just in case. Flex, point, out, in. And then from here, just a little bonus toga if you want it. You can come to kind of that Baddha Konasana shape, and here a chance to wind all of your toes together, interlacing your toes between each other. Once you're there, maybe you lift your toes, and then from here, releasing your toes. You might spread and scrunch a few times, and we'll come onto our backs for our first legs up. So if you have that wall, maybe bringing one hip to the wall. If you've got a strap, you could wind the strap over your feet to lift your legs. If maybe you're working with some arm mobility, some shoulder stuff, you could just lie back arms down by your side. Let your feet go high. And then this continued appreciation and thanks to your supportive feet for all that they do for you, for all the places that they carry you. And we'll just stay for 4 breaths right here. If you're on a wall, you might stay there. We're all just letting our knees hug down towards our chest for a little twist. So knees into chest. You can ditch the strap if you were using that, and then legs over to the left. Option to bring the right arm out. Maybe if working with a little shoulder stuff today, maybe the arm reaches down towards the bottom corner of your mat without too much stress or force. We're here for 2 more breaths. Gently bringing your knees back to center, really using your obliques to do that. Legs off to the right, and then that left arm maybe just rest down by your side. Hand towards the bottom corner of your mat. Two more breaths right here. You can draw the knees back to center, and then your choice. Maybe it's rolling off to one side, using an arm to press up. Maybe you cross your arms over your chest and start a gentle rock up to a seat. From here, we'll set up our diamond side stretch. Trying to do as little as possible with putting too much weight or effort in the hands today, so kind of modifying how you might normally approach this. But of course, you take it as it feels good. So soles of the feet together, knees wide. We've got a lot of space between our hips and our heels. Rather than winding our opposite arm under today, I'm just gonna let that arm kind of rest on the thigh, maybe even inside the shin. And then just this gentle press, hardly any weight in your hand, to press your left hand towards your left knee, getting a gentle side stretch. We'll take about 3 breaths here. Let it be easy, let it be light. And then just switching sides, gently lifting up. If you like a little self-massage, you might take that. Left hand can rest just on left shin or on the thigh. Right hand to right knee, gentle press up and away for our side stretch. About 3 breaths right here. Maybe that gentle self-massage as you lift up, and then hands can rest on the thighs. You could bring hands to heart, or taking an inhale here to lift the chest. Exhale for a gentle fold. Arms can just rest. You can let your head drop, you can let your spine round. About 4 breaths right here. It's a gentle lift of our chest from here into our seated single leg fold. Janu Shirshasana. We'll bring right leg long, left foot into the inner thigh. You'll take a gentle twist so that you're kind of facing your right leg. Maybe hands pressed down, or maybe you just let the arms rest today. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale for your fold. Here, arms can rest. If you're not working with any shoulder stuff today and you want to reach for your toes, you always can. But it might be nice just to try a different approach, reminding yourself there are so many ways to move through this practice. without having to put your body into positions that don't work at the moment or ever. Really letting this practice be your own with whatever body you're working with. You never have to modify your body to fit the practice. We get to change the practice to fit our bodies. Let's go one more breath right here. Gently lifting up and then just switching it out. Left leg long, right foot comes in. We take this little face of our chest towards our extended leg. Inhale, exhale, it's your easy fold. Just letting the spine round, letting the head drop if that feels okay. Resting here, letting the arms take a break. One more full breath right here. Starting to lift up, so because we're not putting any weight in our hands, we're getting our legs to do a little extra work. There's a little more challenge for moving from seated to standing, but we're here for that. That's great to challenge our body, to try something new. So from here, maybe shifting onto your knees. We'll come up to standing. Maybe you bring hands to hips or let them rest. And we'll find one foot on the ground and then the other. Here we are at standing. We'll take a couple arms down, cows and cats. So on your inhale, let your arms kind of sweep back, let your chest lift, maybe gaze lifts. Exhale, you can let all that round. And just kind of depending on the mobility in your shoulders right now, take this as it feels good. Maybe arms aren't moving at all. Maybe it's just the chest and the chin. But maybe you've got a little expansion opening on your inhale. Exhaling to let the back round. Let's take two more. Inhaling, open. Exhale, let it go. Inhale to lift the chest, maybe the gaze. Exhale to bring it on down. Then from here, we'll take an inhale. Exhale to step your left foot behind your right. Arms stay down, but it's a side stretch to the right. So letting your right arm pull you over to the side. Maybe you let your right ear come towards your right shoulder. We'll step back through center on our inhale. Arms can stay down. Exhale, right foot behind left. It's our side stretch to the left, letting left arm hang heavy to get a little stretch through our side body. We'll come back through center and then arms just stay by the side. Maybe you lift your heels in balance, or you can find a lift and a lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, sitting down into our chair pose. Option to bring hands to heart, maybe hands to hips, maybe hands are just resting on your thighs, and we get a little pulse. So we'll just warm up the legs here for 4, 3, 2, and then a little balance, lifting our left leg and sweeping our way to an airplane pose. So some options, hands at heart center, maybe hands are reaching down by your side, maybe they're dangling if that feels good, maybe they rest at your hips. If there's something you want to add on here, you always can. We're here for 2 more full breaths. Then we're taking a big step to a crescent lunge, so heels lifted. If you prefer a warrior 1 with the back heel planted, you can always take that. We're keeping arms down today. So maybe hands are on your hips, maybe they are resting by your side, you're working your legs. Hands to heart, option for a little twist to the right pulse. So we're just gonna twist, twist, twist for 3, 2, 1, and then we'll open up warrior 2, but without arms. So arms can rest. Maybe here you find a little pulse. Maybe hands are at heart. Maybe you've got the mobility in your shoulders to reach straight out from your shoulders, so really listening. But if shoulders need a break today, that's what we're here for. So here we are in our warrior two for 2 more full breaths. We'll straighten that front leg. It's like a star pose in our legs, and then heels and toes out for goddess. And it's anything with the arms that feel good. Maybe you find a little sway. Maybe you like a little pulse, but you're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, it's just a step back to the top of your mat. Setting yourself there, we'll bring our arms down. Let's catch one of those cow cats. So inhale to let your chest open. Exhale to round it. Inhale to stand, and then exhale into your chair pose. Arms can be wherever feels good, and we pulse it for 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, it's our airplane pose, right leg lifting and finding whatever you like with the arms here. Maybe they need to rest on a block, hands to heart, airplane wings. Finding what feels right for you in the current state of your body for 2 more full breaths. And then it's a step back. Maybe it's that crescent lunge with heel lifted. Maybe you'd like to plant the foot for a warrior 1. Finding whatever feels good. If you're in that crescent, option for that little twist pulse to the left, to the left, to the left for 3, 2, 1, and then we'll open it up. Warrior 2. You can find whatever version of warrior 2 makes sense in the arms today. And we've got 2 more full breaths. Then we straighten the legs, turn our heels and toes out for our goddess pose. Same thing, I love a little movement. Maybe you want to test your balance by closing your eyes for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll straighten the legs and then a big step to the top of the mat. Let's take an inhale to open the chest. Exhale to round it. Inhale to stand, exhale into your chair pose, where we pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll find our airplane pose just for a breath in, breath out. From here, coming to tree pose, left foot resting at your ankle or your calf, maybe skipping the reach of your hand to bring it onto your thigh. Arms can be wherever feels comfortable. Gazing at one single thing is going to help. We're here just for 3 more breaths. One more full breath right here. Untraditional, we'll bring our left foot to cross in front of our right, and we'll just hinge into our twisted fold. So right foot is behind left, arms can rest. Maybe you need to hug your arms around your body. So really listening to where your body needs your shoulders today. We're taking 2 more breaths right here. We'll take a little halfway lift with our torso and then just come to stand where we can unwind the legs. We'll sit down into our chair and give it a pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1. It's our right leg lifting. It's our airplane pose for a breath in, breath out. And then sweeping that leg to tree, resting it at your ankle or calf. Maybe you have the mobility, the weight in your hand feels okay to pull it up to your thigh, but no need. Trying something different today perhaps. A different shape, a different approach. We've got 3 more breaths. Now it's our right foot crossing in front of the left as we hinge into our twisted fold, finding whatever you need to happen with your arms. It might be even that you need to hold one arm in place with the other, protecting the body that you're in right now. 2 more breaths here. Then lifting halfway and coming all the way up where we get to unwind. We'll come back to our chair just for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. And then hands by your side or hands to hips. We're coming down similar to how we came up. We'll bring one knee down to the mat. Thank your strong, powerful legs. We'll bring the other. We'll come onto our seat. From here, setting up our deer pose. So a lot of mobility here, challenge without the use of our hands. We've got our right shin forward, left leg off to the side. It's a lift of our chest and just a hinge forward. Here, maybe arms come, maybe you've got a block to support your chest. You find whatever you need. You can even kind of stay lifted here without any weight in the hands. We'll stay for about a minute on each side. So taking any support you need. If you love a twist, there's a twisted version of this pose if you want to stay upright, or even a folded twist. So you can twist over your right thigh and fold, or you can stay at center. If you're here finding that a lot of sensation is happening and you need to dial it down a little, that's a good place to twist towards your knee. If you're feeling pretty good in the stretch, could use a little more. Maybe you're twisting more towards your foot. We're about halfway through on this side. One more breath. Gently lifting up. This is one of my favorite transitions to do without hands anyway, so you might try it here. Leaning over on your right hip, letting your left shin come forward. Letting right leg move off to the side. We get a lift and then a hinge forward. Remembering you've got that option to stay lifted and twist. You could twist and fold. You could be folded over your shin, but a little towards your knee for less sensation, or towards your foot for more. Here we are, a little under a minute left. One more breath right here. Gently lifting up. We'll let both legs come forward. You might give them a little shake, a little wiggle. We'll come back onto our backs. We'll take another legs up on the way. So option again to maybe wrap a strap around your feet. Maybe you come back to your wall. Maybe you just lean back and let your legs lift up towards the ceiling. We'll take about 6 breaths right here. Eyes might be closed at this point. If they're open, really some loving gaze up at your toes, maybe some spread and scrunch of the feet, in thank you for all that they do for you. Give it one more breath. Then gently letting the feet come to the floor. If you're on the wall, option to stay right where you're at. We'll take a supine twist. If you're not on the wall, option to make it a figure 4 twist. Planting left foot, crossing right ankle over your left knee. Without any help from your hands, just letting your legs fall off to the left. Letting arms rest down right where they're at. You could rest your hands on your body. We've got 3 breaths. We'll start to draw the legs back to center and just unwind, right foot to the mat, left ankle over your right knee, and letting legs drop over to the right. Thanking our core and our legs for doing a little extra work for us today, or if you've been working with recovering from an injury, lots of thanks for your legs and core for all they've been doing for you. Coming back to center, unwinding the legs. Here, letting your legs go long, letting your arms rest down by your side, whichever feels more comfortable, palms up or palms down. And then settling in for a bit of rest, this stillness before moving on from your practice, this chance to take in what you needed and release what you didn't in your final Shavasana pose.